Today is the day where we build the RC airplane. That's a glue gun that just failed. Okay. I have the RC glue gun heating up. Well, I've had it heating up. So that's fine. We have a video on. Good. All this stuff is in here. So right there. Wheels. Oh, this looks very scary. Very scary. Oh no, pop that out. Not yet. This is all thanks to RC Flight Time. RC Flight Time. I think this could just be.
Whoa.
Wow, I'm getting an ad.
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, Dana just built. Hey friends, welcome to Flight Test Tech. I'm Josh. Today we're going to be showing you how to build our sub 250 gram tiny tutor. Now this tiny tutor is fantastic for both getting in the hobby, being able to enjoy flight in your backyard, at a park, and many other locations. One of the best benefits of this is it's under 200.
We're gonna try and
Ready to go along with me? All you need is your hot glue gun, some tape, a knife, a pair of pliers, and of course your speed build kit and a power pack A. Let's go and get our materials in order and we'll get started.
I don't have.
Alright, so the first step we're getting started on our tiny tutor is with the wing. The nice thing about this wing is there's no ailerons on it, which means no servos. This is gonna build really quickly. All we need to do is pop out our pieces, we'll identify them, and then we'll get started.
Yeah, I think I got that. Wait, what is the... Okay, let's first pop out our pieces, I guess. So let's start with the wing pieces. So what are the wing pieces? What are these? No, it's the fuselage. What are the wings? I don't know what the wings look like, dude.
Now that we have our pieces popped out, let's take a moment to identify them. And at that point, we'll go ahead and
No,
clear
I'm
out the
gonna
foam,
pop
do
them
our
out when
bubble
I
cuts to help
identify
the wing
them.
take its form. First, we have our right wing. The bottom skin and the top skin are joined together.
Oh, okay. I see. This is... Oh, I don't want to kick you out, because I'll probably break you. Can you just pop out, please? Por favor, please pop out. Please pop out. No, don't break on me. Please just pop out. Okay, I'm trying to pop out the flipping wing piece, guys. Which, like the stream, tell me how your day's going. I will literally respond. Okay, they're making it physically impossible for me to pop out the pieces. Let's grab my blade to cut off the... No, I don't want to do that. I feel like I should just be able to kick them out. Okay, relax. These pieces are meant to come out, so... Oh, okay, I'm not punching it. Oh, wait, that kind of worked. That kind of worked. Yo, what's up, the Karis kid? I'm punching out pieces of an RC airplane. All thanks to Flight Time RC. Oh, the punch method. Chat, we don't know the punch method. Who does not know the punch method? What's up, Rafael Garcia? We're doing the punch method to get our wings out. Oh no! Where did that come from? The heck? Why is there like a circle? I don't care. And I think I broke it. Oh! No, I didn't. It's just... There you go. Yo, what's up, Joshua? W Live, thank you. Like the stream? Okay, this one came out way easier. Okay. Now that we got our two set up.
And we have our left wing.
I know, thank you for the like.
Gauge. This dihedral gauge is really important to get the proper amount of dihedral to help this plane self-correct and self-level. Let's go ahead and put our dihedral gauge aside. We'll take our razor blade now and we'll start going through our score cuts to clear out the channels. Whenever we're clearing out our channels, make sure that you don't go all the way through the facing paper on the bottom side. Just score as close as possible, and it's really helpful to take a piece of sandpaper or...
Okay, where's my blue thing? I have to score. Hold on, I'm gonna move you guys. Because the score might be scary. Do you say get as close as possible, chat? The anxiety I just had, bro. I hope these are gonna like fold or something, because
Or a piece of concrete and dull the very tip of your blade so it doesn't cut through the facing paper.
wait, am I doing the right side? Yeah. Because that's the side with the lines. The other side doesn't have lines. Yeah, I got this. Yeah, I'm not doing this right. That needs to be way deeper. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's bending a little, chat. It's good. But I can't get too confident. Yep, like right there, I got a little too confident. But we haven't broke anything. This is the good part. 2 lights, let's go. Oh, there we go. That part bends. Chat, I'm doing it. I thought it just went through for a second. Good job. Look at me. They did, oh shoot. They did say you needed pliers, but like, I don't have pliers, so. Hopefully Fly Time RC comes. Please, sir, when you get a chance, join the BIW, become one of the big groups. Okay, I guess, bro. If you like and subscribe, I will. I'm just joking. No, I will. What if I'm not even supposed to be bending those? No, they have to bend. Okay, I'm almost done cutting the last link, chat. Didn't go through? No, but I was freaking close. Perfect. Let's do this. Again, pretty freaking close. Awesome. I hope it wanted me to cut all lines, because Okay, all lines of the wings have been cut. I'm your 5th fan. Ooh, I'm your 2nd now. Nice. All the lines have been cut. What's up, Slay friends? Should like and subscribe. We did that. Okay, we did that.
Once we've done our score cuts on the trailing edge and also the center leading edge, we can now crack open the trailing edge 180 degrees and then using our thumb.
Okay. He wants us to crack these things. No, it's not with it though. Let's just make sure they're all loose. Okay. You know what he wants me to do?
Remove the thumb.
Wait, what?
Now crack open the trailing edge 180 degrees.
Thank you.
And then using our thumb, remove the thumb.
Where? On which side? Wait, brother.
We can now crack open the trailing edge 180 degrees and then using our thumb, remove the thumb.
Using our thumb. Oh. Oh, I see.
Now that our foam is removed, we're also going to do a double bevel cut. The double bevel cut is going to be right along the inside of our leading edge, and the way that we're going to do that is we're going to fold it over 180 degrees.
Hold on, let's pause there.
Blade, and if you
guys fell. I'm doing the foam, whipping that part off, which is sketch. Okay, let's. You said using your thumb. Using your thumb, remove the foam. Just remove, just remove. See, this is a sketch. I don't like this. Sketch. The foam it is coming off though. What are you doing? I'm tearing the foam off this. Like in the instructions. Basically doing origami, but I'm making an RC airplane. It's like origami but with the motor and it flies. I don't really care about the mess. I'll clean it all up. I'll clean it all up tomorrow. Oh no, after stream. Okay. Got the first one done, chat. Lugan has been hitting me up, so I'm scared. Okay, I need to... What did that was a rip? That sounded like a rip, bro. Oh, this one's coming off way easier. I hope I don't have to end up removing all the foam. Ooh, come off. Oh yeah, this foam comes off easy. I don't know if that's a good thing though. How am I not a fan? I don't know. Let me see. I can check my top fans. I'm sure you guys can too. Oh, did you like? No, you're tied. You're tied. Okay, chat, we're doing this. Right here, right now. Right here, right now. How did they do it? I swear, bro, this guy must be like the GOAT. How does he do it so fast? Like, without damaging the aircraft too is insane. The amount of mess this makes. Yeah, you're tied. You guys are both at 75 XP. Just double check. Yeah.
Using our flight test knife, we can detent the razor blade 1 detent, which will give us the perfect posture to be able to properly do a bevel cut. The easiest way to do a bevel cut or a double bevel cut is to be able to, if you're using our, we're going to do that is we're going to fold it over 180 degrees. We're going to use our razor blade, and if you're using our flight test, that you're cutting right to the edge of the table. I'm going to turn this
awesome, thank you.
So you can see exactly how I hold my knife. But for you, you can actually turn this against the edge of the table facing towards you and do it much easier. You can see I'm letting the back end of my blade ride right against the surface of the foam, and I'm placing my blade at an acute angle right on the other side of the facing paper. And this gives us the right posture, so once we start dragging this through, you're going to see it cuts very easily.
Wait. How? You might have it.
If you hold your blade at a 90-degree angle, it's going to be very easy for it to fish back and forth. If you also go to cut through the foam and you notice that's balling up and tearing a lot on you, that means your blade is dull and you'll want to replace it.
Wait, what do you mean? Why do we need to do that?
Let's go ahead and do the other side now. Again, we're placing our blade just above the facing paper right in the center.
I'm not going to do that because I don't have the skills to do that.
And guiding it through. Always make sure whenever you're doing a double bevel, especially for the leading edge, that you can easily bring this up at least 90 degrees without any resistance. If you can't bring it up 90 degrees, all you simply need to do, just go back and take a little bit more off.
I can fold the 90 degrees. I'm not doing it though.
Don't worry how this piece looks because this is going to be completely covered because it's folded over. You can always use extra pieces of foam included in your kit as scrap and be able.
What the heck, bro?
Hit it.
We'll get sued for that.
On the other side, this time I'm going to take it to the table and show you the angle that you can do it to make it easy.
Nope, I'm not doing this.
Now I'm going to
too difficult.
It's perfect. And we're ready to fold on the back. With our hot glue heated up, we're going to practice our C-fold on the back. Now our C-fold is actually going to be exactly like what it sounds like. We're going to be folding this over 180 degrees, and the paper on the back is going to give us a nice clean edge, but also a lot of strength.
Wait.
And the paper on the back is going to give us a sounds like. We're going to be folding this over 180 degrees, and the paper on the back is going to give us a nice clean edge, but also a lot of strength.
But what do you mean?
Always make sure before you glue
What are we folding? I don't know
exactly
which
like what it
side.
sounds like. We're going to be folding this over 180 degrees, and the paper on the back is going to give us a nice clean edge, but also a lot of strength. Always make sure before you glue anything down that you do a practice fold to make sure everything fits right. And we're going to put just a simple stripe of glue right down the middle here.
That?
We're using the FT300 glue gun. I have my
I have a
temperature
Gorilla
set to
glue
medium.
gun.
And this is the exact setting that really helps you to
I don't
be able
know.
to glue plenty, but also dry quickly.
So I need
There
to
we
turn
go.
it back
We're gonna
towards which
also
way?
We're using a full stripe of glue right down the middle here. We're using the FT300 glue gun. I have my temperature set to medium. And this is the exact setting that really helps you to be able to glue plenty, but also dry quickly.
Okay, well, I think I'm doing it the right way. Yeah? Okay, we're back.
And we can release. Next, we're going to go ahead and take our thumbs, put them right over the center score cuts, and we're going to lift
Wait,
up.
no, I need to... Did I do it the wrong way?
We're going to hold this down for about 30 seconds.
I don't
This is the
understand.
exact setting that really helps you to be able to glue plenty, but temperatures. We're using the FT glue right down the middle here. We're using the FT.
I literally
right
don't know
down
if
the
I'm doing
middle
it the
here.
wrong way.
We're using the
Wait,
FT300 glue gun.
Don't tell me I did it the wrong
Here.
way.
We're using the FT300 glue gun. I have my temperature set to medium.
No, I don't think we did. We couldn't
using the
have.
Type of glue right down the middle here.
Oh, let's go.
We're using the FT300 glue gun. I have my temperature set to medium. And this is the exact setting that really helps you to be able to glue plenty, but also dry quickly.
Awesome.
There we go. We're going to hold this down for about 30.
So I'm going to do some gluing real quick. I have to load glue, 2 glue sticks before doing this. Well, I would love to read your message right now. Hold on. I hope this is the right way, bro. Oh, that's just a ball I set up a long time ago. No, wait. This can't be the right way. That can't be the right way, bro. It has to be like this, because he folded this over, right?
Then our score cuts, and we're going to lift up, and as we fold over the wing, we'll be able to let it establish its airfoil. Now, once we're getting it fold over, you're going to feel some resistance right here, and that's exactly what we want. And as we fold this over and hold it down, we want to make sure that the lower surface of the wing is flat against the table. The center section that's right over top of the spar
I did it the
is
wrong
parallel
way.
to the bottom surface,
I
and
totally
that the
did it the
trailing
wrong
edge
way.
touches the back of the table. Now, to help the wing hold its form,
I totally did it the wrong way, chat. We cut that edge the wrong way. It's okay. This will be covered, so who cares? Go. Go, puppy. Hello, the doggo. So if that was all the way, it's okay.
We're going to take our hot glue gun. We're going to make sure all to the bottom surface and at the trailing and we can release. Next, we're going to go ahead and take our thumbs, put them right over the center score cuts, and we're going to lift up, and as we fold over the wing, we'll be able to let it establish its airfoil. Now, once we're getting it fold over, you're going to feel some resistance right here,
Yep.
and that's exactly what we want. And as we fold this over and hold it down, we want to make sure that the lower surface of the wing is flat against the table. The center section that's right over top of the spar is parallel to the bottom surface, and that the trailing edge touches the back of the table.
It's okay.
Now, to help the wing hold its form, we're going to take our hot glue gun, we're going to make sure we have plenty of glue inside, and we're going to press a small ribbon of glue right inside that score cut on both sides. Now notice I'm not going all the way to the wingtip. I'm just starting and stopping right where the spar is. Now I can go over and I can fold it down, practice that maneuver again. But notice I'm not holding it down. I'm just going down for about 3 seconds, lifting up, going down for 3 seconds, lifting up. This is because I don't want to glue the spar to the top wing skin quite yet. And there we go. Now you can see that the wing is holding the perfect airfoil that we need.
Picture this. Saving up to 10% when you bundle your home and auto insurance with USAA.
Now that we have our airfoil shape, we're going to place a bead of glue directly down the leading edge and on the very top of our spar. Make sure you have an extra glue stick handy because you don't want to run out of glue at this point. So I'm going to start and stop about 1/4 inch from the edge. Nice healthy bead of glue here, and a little stripe right down the top of the trailing edge. Now we can fold this over, and again we're using flat spread out hands here to be able to spread it out so we don't dent our foam. And we're going to hold this down for about 1 minute. Once the glue is fully dried, you should be able to lift up your hands, and if the wing doesn't spring open, you're good to go. We're now done with one half of our wing. Let's go ahead and do the exact same process on the other half.
So that means I freaked up both of these, but...
Again, we're going to practice our C-fold on the very back here. Make sure that it folds over nicely. Once we practice that, we can place a bead of glue right on the trailing edge.
That sucks,
and fold it over.
Okay, our wing looks a little bad.
About 30
it's not
seconds,
curved right here. It's not
and we
it's
can
not
take our
very
thumb
aerodynamic.
And we can press down, helping the airfoil to get its shape. As we fold it over, we'll press this down to make sure that the bottom surface of the wing is flat against the table. The spar is parallel to the top skin and bottom skin, and the trailing edge is touching the back of the table.
Okay, it always looks
Now
a
that we're
little
happy with
goofy.
the way it fits, we can lock in our airfoil by simply placing a thin bead of glue down right over the score cuts.
It's okay. Yeah, it's never gonna be perfect.
And then we'll just press it over. We'll hold it down for about 3 seconds.
Yep.
We'll lift it up.
Both. I messed
Back
up
down for
both,
about
but
3 seconds. Lift it up.
it's okay. I set my glue gun to high temperature.
And then after about 5 or 6 times, you'll notice that the airfoil is locked in and we're ready for our next step. Now that our airfoil is locked in, we're going to place a healthy bead of glue starting and stopping about 1/4 inch from the edge of our glue seams. And then one on the very top of our back doubler. Let's go ahead and fold this over. Using spread out hands, we'll hold this down for about a minute until it's fully dry. Good.
Oh no, it's not.
After about a minute, we should be able to raise our hands and none of the wings should move. In other words, the trailing edge should stay flat against the bottom of the table. The front portion of the wing should also be flat against the table as well. Now would be a good time to check and make sure that both your wing halves have the exact same form. So when you push them together, the trailing edge, the middle of the wing, and the front leading edge all line up with each other. Once you're happy with that, we can fold this over 180 degrees. We can line up the bottom of our wing surface, and we're going to lock this down with a piece of tape.
I don't have tape, so we'll just leave it like this until... Okay, we have both, I guess.
This tape is going to help act as a door hinge, so that way we can hold this together. As we use our dihedral gauge, the bottom surface of the wing will not spread apart. And speaking of our dihedral gauge, we're now going to clip this right over the center section where our spar is on one of the outboard left or right wings.
What?
It's really important that we can easily press down on the center section of the wing, left or right wings. over the center section where our spar is on one of the outboard left or right wings. It's really important that we can easily press down on the center section of the wing and that the whole left wing or right wing is flat against the table while the other wing goes up evenly.
Okay, we're not gonna use spar.
Once we're happy with this, we can open this up much
We're
like
not
what you
happy,
would
but-
with the door. We're going to place a healthy bead of glue on one side of the
I mean,
wing.
actually, we are happy.
And then we'll set it back down on the table and hold it in place. Now we're going to let this dry for about a full minute because we do not want to rush this process. If this glue is weakened at any time, the wings is simply not going to be as strong. To add extra reinforcement, if this glue is in place.
Okay, we do need to connect it.
And then we'll set it back down on the table and hold it in place. Now we're going to let this dry for about a full minute because we do not want to rush this process. If this glue is weakened at any time, the wings is simply not going to be as strong. To add extra reinforcement, we're going to rip off a little tiny scrap piece of foam and we're going to place a bead of glue right on the very top.
Time to connect the wings. Chat.
Now we can go back with our scrap piece of foam. I kind of like to bend it like a squeegee. We go right over the top, press it into the seam, and also remove any excess. All right, we're going to remove our dihedral gauge, and as you can see, our wing is now complete, and we're ready to move on to our next step, which is the fuselage. Let's first start by popping out all the pieces that we have for our main fuselage, and also getting the lower piece of the fuselage and popping that out as well. Here you see the two main pieces of our fuselage. We have our main fuselage and our lower fuselage plate. Our next step is to remove the foam from the strategic areas, mainly the outside of the bottom plate and also the center sections of our fuselage.
No,
on the
it
main
just
plate.
fell apart. I need to pause this and do this right. I need super glue to glue super, bro. I think I'm just gonna go over with some super glue on the edges. Ba-da-dum. Don't fall apart now, buddy. Ba-da-dum, 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 ba-da-dum. That's good. Move, bro. Okay, chat, we're gonna make this work. Let's try. No. Honestly, we're throwing aerodynamics out the window. I just don't want this to break. Oh, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna be a while. I'm not expecting anybody to stay for the whole build process. Oh, I think I know what we were supposed to do that cut for. So that this can go up. Wait. Was it actually? If it was, I'm gonna crash out.
See, our wing is now complete, and we're ready to move on to our next step, which is the fuselage. Let's first start by popping out all the pieces that we have
Whatever.
for our main
I could always
fuselage,
cut that
and also
later.
getting the lower piece of the fuselage and popping that out as well. Here you see the two main pieces of our fuselage. We have our main fuselage and our lower fuselage plate.
Let's get the fuselage out. Dum, 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 dum. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Don't break this, just get it out. Okay, we got.
Our next step is to remove the foam from the strategic areas, mainly the outside of the bottom plate and also the center.
Wait, where's the bottom one? Oh, is this it? Yep, I found it. That's what I originally accidentally popped off. I think he's gonna add the servos or whatever after there's the initial build. Obviously, this build is 20 minutes for him, but it's probably gonna take me like an hour. I've been at this for 30 minutes.
Sections of our fuselage on the main plate.
Wait, what? Okay, so we're gonna have to cut. Okay, I'm gonna do this on the floor. Okay. Oh. But yeah, I'm supposed to do this. It's supposed to go up to here. Bum 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 ba da dum ba dum ba da da dum. Okay, chat. Crikey. This is heck of a build, bro. Okay, still cutting. Okay. I got all the parts I need to.
And the easiest way to remove the foam on your fuselage is once again bend it over 180 degrees and using the tips of your fingertips to roll out the foam.
Yo, what foam are we rolling out?
Using the tips of your fingertips to roll out the foam.
Bro,
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do whatever you want.
Fingertips to roll out the foam. And then over 180 degrees and using the tips of your fingertips to roll out the foam. Take extra care right around the center section of this area here because this area is going to be a little bit more delicate and pop out a little bit too easy.
oh, what was his method to get into that? There we go. This alone is. What the heck, bro? How did you finish that fast? You know I'm supposed to scrape this whole thing.
Anytime maybe you're not happy with the amount of foam that's been removed, you can always go over with the tip of your razor blade and just scrape it out.
I'm gonna crash out, bro. This thing better fly.
Along with removing the foam in the areas that need to fold over, we're also going to go ahead and pop out our little slot for the rear rudder, our rudder control horn, and we're going to do a single bevel cut on the windshield side on the front of the fuselage. Make sure all your pieces look just like what we have here. We have our lower plate with the outer edges of the foam removed, along with the space in the middle for our C-fold for our front landing gear. On our main fuselage body, we have the two center sections removed of our foam cavities to give the ability to have your B-fold, and we also have a single bevel cut up by where the windshield is.
Okay.
Now at this fold,
I'm gonna like crash out. No one told me building an RC plane would be so difficult. Now I knew it was gonna be difficult. All this stuff is just kind of hard. No, it's not hard. Never mind. It's time consuming. Like, I'm only 12 minutes into the video. Like, I could definitely be making better time. Maybe it's not about making good time. Well, yes it is, but maybe it's about the journey we had along the way. Okay. I finished the airplane. Wait, did I? This front third one. That's impossible. Okay. Now I need this part. Oh, it's a whole bunch. Okay, let me get this going on the floor. Wait a minute, turn that off real quick. Wait up. Dang it. Dang it. Copyright strike. Lena, turn it off. Hopefully it doesn't collect. Hopefully it doesn't like pick it up, bro. If so, I'm cooked. This video about this live stream's about to get blocked in every freaking country, bro. This definitely seems easy if you were to know what you're doing. Unlike me. Oh, it's so complicated. But I got this. In the name of RC Airplanes everywhere. I will accomplish this. This 1 feat. Oh my gosh, I found the method. Why do I always find the methods after taking 5 years, bro? It's coming off so easy. No. Took me 5 years to find the method that was right in front of me. Ain't that? I don't care if these aren't clean enough or anything or something. As a non-experienced freaking RC builder, this sucks, but guarantee you in an hour, well, potentially an hour. Dude, it's already been 45 minutes. I'm not even close. Oh my god. No, I'm close to fixing it. Building it. Just scared, bro. These freaking wings, they scare me. Cause what if I did it wrong? Like, you don't get a redo on this. You just go with what happens, and what happens happens. Plus, I've never built one from scratch before, so definitely another aspect. It's okay. It's okay because the Junior the Know-It-All Army will help me get through this.
And we also have a single bevel cut up by where the windshield is. Now at this point, we're going to practice our B-fold. And before we do, we're going to lift up the trailing part of our fuselage up a little bit right over the etch mark. This is going to give us the ability for the side of the fuselage to adapt to the top plate or the bottom plate. To practice our B-fold, we're going to keep the top plate, in this case, of the fuselage flat against the table. And we're to practice our for the side of the fuselage to adapt to the top plate or the bottom plate.
See how?
We cut up by where the windshield is. Now at this point, we're going to practice our B-fold. And before we do, we're going to lift up the trailing part of our fuselage to adapt the plate, in this case, degrees. This fuselage flat against the table, and we're going to rotate the side fuselage up 90 degrees. This way the top plate is beside the bottom plate. And if you notice the cross section here, it's exactly what it indicates. Now, a good way to have this at 90 degrees is by using one of our triangle squares. We have a wonderful thing called the Crafty Kit. The Crafty Kit gives you your glue gun, your triangles, your razor blade, markers, tape, and so much more. All right, we have it. easily reaches 90. We have this bent in. Now we can take our hot glue gun, and we're going to focus, in this case, the hot glue right up against the side plate. And right when we get out where this wing cutout is, I'm going to go ahead and turn my hot glue gun down 90 degrees. I'm going to focus it so the glue meets the paper. And then I'm going to turn that back up and hit that side plate one more time. Let's take it up 90 degrees. We'll use our triangle square and just hold that in place and give it about 30 seconds.
I don't
And
have
we're going
any.
to do the same process on the other side. Again, we're going to go ahead and bend up the back filling
I
edge.
think.
We're going to rotate this up 90 degrees, making sure we can easily press this against the table. If you have any foam bits in there that's kind of lifting you up, go ahead and remove that now. And once we're happy with that, we're going to focus the glue on the side, and then right where this wing cutout is, we're going to turn this down, focusing on the paper, and then back up against the side. This is just simply to make it a little bit easier when we cut out that center section. And we're going to press firmly against the table, hold it at 90 degrees, and we'll use a triangle square as our friend to get the angle.
Okay.
Now that our side plates are glued down and they're 90 degrees, we're going to work on the front of the fuselage. Let's go ahead and first use the score cut in the middle here, and we'll do a practice test fit to make sure that everything fits down nice and neat. We're going to do this one piece at a time. So after we've done our test fit here, I'm going to put a bead of glue right on the bevel cut. And I'm going to focus my other glue, starting to stop it about a 1/4 inch from the edge on both sides of the windshield. Now I can fold this down.
Okay, let's pause. I know what I'm doing. Yo, what's up, Slay friends? Welcome. Be back. Okay, so we made some advancements. Oh, we got 3 likes. I didn't even notice, bro. Currently gluing the fuselage together. It's actually pretty small, but I think I like that because if it was any bigger, it would not be this easy, which would be life altering, bro. This is already super hard, so. Just gonna have to trust. Okay. Now we need to do some fuselage gluing. Let's get some glue on this. It's hot. Stop. Stay in there, bro. Come on, get glued. We're just gluing the fuselage in. It's a little wonky, but what's something without character? It's like lifting the hood up on a car. Okay, guys. I will show you guys how it looks right now. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. This is our fuselage. Not bad. If only I didn't mess up the freaking. Oh. See, it's a little wonky for some reason. It's good. Let's put it perfect.
Table's my friend.
Oh wait,
Play War
look
Thunder
at the
now.
tables.
Join millions of players across the globe in massive
I didn't even know
battles
this
on tanks,
existed, bruh.
aircraft, and helicopters in the most
You didn't
extensive
tell me about the
vehicle
table
combat
strat.
ever made.
Fuselage not looking bad. I'm assuming I have to glue the back now, but not going unless he tells me to.
I'm gonna press this down. Using the table as your friend is a really good way to get you a nice solid glue joint, but at the same time not burning your fingers. After about 30 seconds, we can lift it up. Everything looks really nice and clean. And now we can lift up this other plate. We'll place glue on both sides. 1, 2, and back down on the table.
Yeah, I'm gonna start the back.
I always like to give a little bit of an inward pressure, and if any glue ever squeezes out, I simply wait about 5 seconds and then I move it over. You're gonna notice a little tiny piece of paper on the very front. That's just to kind of seal off the foam board, and all we need to do is put a thin bead of glue there, take our scrap piece of foam, and fold it down. I like to kind of rub back and forth here just to kind of keep it down. If there's any extra glue, wipe it off.
Okay.
Now the front of our fuselage is done, let's go ahead and put our attention towards the back. We have a similar situation here that we have with the front windshield and the front of our nose here is we have a score cut. We can kind of open that up now, and we can give a quick test fit by simply pressing this down into place with our fingers and make sure that everything lines up. So the easiest way to practice to make your table as your friend is you basically take it from the one angle to the other angle, and you can press that down. Once we're happy with that, we'll open it up 180 degrees. We'll place our glue on both sides. Again, I like to start and stop about a 1/4 inch from the edge just to keep it from squeezing over. Now we can lay it back down. Get it right where we want. Press it inwards. And right down to the table. As I'm pressing down on the table, I'm also using the tips of my fingers to softly press inward evenly, making sure we don't dent the foam, but everything is mating up nicely against the top plate. Give us about 30 seconds.
Awesome, but wait, this is coming out really good. Alright,
Same process
guys.
on the last one, but this one's a little bit more challenging because it's kind of hard to make the table your friend because you can see here, this back hits it. The easiest
Okay,
way
if
to
it's
do
not
that is take it
perfect.
over to the edge of the table, and then you can hold it down. So again, we're gonna fold this over 180 degrees. Feed the glue right between the paper and the foam.
Okay, we did that. We get some glue sticks
So always
ready.
kind of press it in. Here's one side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm assuming he's not gonna have a.
Now while we have the top plate done, let's carefully go ahead and cut out the center section of our wing that's going to give us access to our servos. All we simply need to do is kind of connect the dots. Keep it in mind that you may have a little bit of glue that's squeezed over, and we may have to carefully cut that out. There's one.
Okay. Yeah, I think we won't put it down.
The top side of our fuselage is now done. Let's go ahead and put our energy towards the bottom. Before we put this on, we're going to go ahead and address the very front of this, and this is going to be another C-fold here. Our C-fold's going to go over 180 degrees, leaving a flat square edge on the very front. Once we're happy with our C-fold,
Wait, what do I need to do for the back?
we're going to go ahead and address the very front of this, and this is going to be another towards the top side of our fuselage is now done. Let's go ahead and put our energy towards the bottom. Before we put this on, we're going to go ahead and address the very front of this, and this is going to be another C-fold here. Our C-fold's going to go over 180 degrees, leaving a flat square edge on the very front. Once we're happy with our C-fold, we can place some bead of glue right down the top. And I like to put just a little bit more than I normally do. Normally I'm saying more glue is not more strength, but because the landing gear is going to press up against this layer, I want it to be nice and solid.
Oh God, pause the video.
Move that around.
Pause the video. Let's see. Can I put that up real quick? Oh no, this side is completely glued up. So we got. I kind of don't care what happens to the top, but we'll try. Maybe if we just. So I guess the wings are going up on this side, so it doesn't matter. Right? This is the top. Yeah, the wings are on the tippity top, so. The thing is, I don't want to damage the parts that, you know. Oh, what's up, Masonator? He didn't say to not mess this part up, so I don't really care. Now that might come back to haunt me. Might not. Okay, we'll just leave it like that.
Make sure the very front is nice and flat, solid.
Okay, I think we start those part.
Bead of glue right down the top, and I like to put just a little bit more than I normally do. Normally I'm saying more glue is not more strength, but because the landing gear is going to press up against this layer, I want it to be nice and solid. Gonna move that around, make sure the very front is nice and flat, and then press it down into place. Now to both save weight and actually give the ability for the foam to curve gently, I'm going to peel up this piece of foam that you see right here. I'm going to take it right to where we just glued down, and I'm going to carefully rip it across. I'm going to do the same process on the back side down. Keep in mind, whenever we peel this paper off, it's going to make the foam a little bit more delicate. So
I'm not
make sure
doing
you take
that.
your time and handle it carefully.
I don't think I need to do that.
Now that we have the bottom plate prepared, we're going to go ahead and do a test fit, and we're going to slide this in. I always like to kind of start towards the center of the fuselage, move the foam board going towards the back.
Wait,
We're
oh,
going to open this up ever so gently and lay it in place. We always try to do a test fit on our pieces to make sure everything fits properly in place. We always try.
oh, do I need to do the back of this?
Now that we have the bottom plate prepared, we're going to go ahead and do a test fit, and we're going to slide this in. I always like to kind of start towards the center of the fuselage, move the foam board going towards the back. We're going to open this up ever so gently and lay it in place. We always try to do a test fit on our pieces to make sure everything fits properly, but it also gives us good motor memory to be able to glue it down again. Now what I like to do is when I have everything down, I like to lift up one side or the other. In this case, I'll go ahead and do the front and glue that down because everything...
Okay, we are going to, oh, 4 likes, let's go. Like he said, ever so slightly, line this up, make sure all points are in, that's how it's gonna fit, yep. Okay, this is how it's gonna fit in. Let's do this front part first. I'm sure this bracket was only here to help people like me. I have no idea what they're doing. Who they're doing is insane. What the heck, bro? I thought I just pushed you in. There you go. She's literally not funny, glue. Like, God, bro. I know this isn't usually what I post on my channel, so that's why it might not be doing good. Hopefully the YouTube algorithm blesses this video when I'm done. Yep. Hey, be equal. Like the man said, use the table as our best plan. Nope, you are coming out, my friend, because you are not even glued. Okay.
Is lined up for me. I got plenty of glue in my glue gun. I'm gonna place a healthy bead of glue right between the paper and the foam. And I'm also gonna come back, I'm gonna place a bead of glue right on this doubler plate just to give it a little bit of extra strength. Now I can fold it over, and working from our seam forward, I'm gonna press it into place. Take a little scrap piece if we want, and then right down to the table. And because this is kind of curved, I like to press it down and rock it back and forth.
Awesome. I hate hot glue.
Now we get a
I
nice
hope the
solid
bill
glue.
goes smooth either.
Now we have the front lower portion of our fuselage done.
Thank you,
I'm just
RC
gonna stick
Flight
my finger
Time.
in this lightning
Or
bolt,
RC.
hold this over
Fly
180
Time
degrees.
RC. Oh my
Always
gosh.
check to make sure you have
Thank
plenty
you
of
for
hot
popping
glue.
in. Hope it
Place a
does.
thin bead of glue right on the paper and the foam.
This is what we got so far.
Our goal is to
If you're
keep
still
this
on,
glue
I
at
had the
250
fuselage
grams, which is
and the
easily
wings are
done.
drying
As
to
long
my
as you don't
left.
put too much hot glue in it
I
for extra
left
paint.
it open for the servos, I think you said. So it's really wonky, but
Back down to the table.
it's been a stressful
I'm
slash
just gonna
fun
kind of pull
build.
this forward because there's actually, believe it or not, a slight curve.
There is a slight curve.
Is now done. Our next step is to prepare the two pieces for our tail and install them. Our first step here is we're going to locate both our rudder and our elevator here.
Oh shoot, I did not do that. Looking like a plane. Yes, it is. This piece I need? No, I need the rudder. The rudder. Where the heck is the rudder? Oh no. Oh. Here we go. I'm assuming this is needed too, so let's do that. I have a question. I'm pretty sure this is the video you sent me. Do you know if they go over, like, installing the stuff I need to install?
And we're going to pop out our pieces. Now done.
Like
our next
the
step is to
servos
prepare
and
the two
stuff?
pieces for our tail and install them.
Okay, I found it too.
Our first step here is we're going to locate both our rudder and our elevator here, and we're going to pop out our pieces.
I found the rudder. No, that's the elevator. I'm dumb. Come
So
on, man.
here
I
we
literally
have the two
fly
different
actual
pieces. First, we
planes.
have our elevator. Our elevator has our horizontal stabilizer
Okay.
and our elevator.
Imagine being
Okay,
able
we
to
found.
build
I
anything
found the rudder.
just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform made for anyone with an idea
Okay. I said
and a
it.
drive to bring it to life. Describe what you want.
don't look like there's very much
And our
work.
rudder has our vertical fin and the rudder itself. The elevator gives us control over pitch.
Yep.
The rudder gives us control over yaw. You're going to see a square cut on
Okay,
both
okay.
sides of the elevator and the rudder. This is going to be where our elevator is going to move and our rudder is going to move. But to do that, we have to do a single bevel. Now for the elevator, we're going to do our single bevel on the stabilizer side, just so we have as much meat and strength on our elevator as possible.
Forgot how to do a single double.
We'll fold this over 180 degrees. We'll take our razor blade once again, detented one time.
So which way do
We'll lay
I?
this right above the facing paper. And we'll
Oh,
cut it.
that. I was supposed to do that for the wings. I didn't do that, but I will go back and do that. Wait, how did he fold it in? Am I dumb, or how did he fold it without cutting it?
We'll take our razor blade once again, detented
Oh,
one
wait.
time.
Wait, how did he? What's up, Masonator?
Much meat and
How did-
strength on our elevator as possible. To do this, we'll fold this over.
Okay, so this is the.
Just so we have as much meat and strength on our elevator as possible. To do this, we'll fold this over.
What? Okay, hold
To
on.
do a single bevel. Now for the elevator, we're going to do our single bevel on the stabilizer side, just so we have as much meat and strength on our elevator as
Seems
possible.
like this.
To do this, we'll fold this over 180 degrees. We'll take our razor blade once again.
Okay, I'm going to attempt a single double, or whatever it's called, a single swivel. Oh wait, did he say to use the? How am I supposed to use the table again? This is what I get for not listening the first time. I don't think this is long enough. Oh, my blade isn't long enough. Maybe if I do it like this. Oh god. I'm gonna mess up this airplane doing this, bro. I'm not skilled enough to do this, bro. Packing tape. Oh, no, but the thing is, like, to get it to fully turn, I have to, like, do this weird cut, make it like a hinge. Wait, I'm doing it the wrong way. Oh, no, I'm not. Well, I'm just gonna try and... Oh, God. Okay, this is supposed to... Okay, I'm gonna see if my mom has a box. That'll help a lot. Mom! Do you have a box cutter? Okay, I think I'm just gonna have to use my real knife. Fine. Where is it? It's right here. My real knife should be able to cut this. Okay, totally will. found the method. I'm using my real knife. It's cutting through. Let's not do that. Okay. Okay, let me get some electricals tape. Okay. Quick little repair, no biggie. Boom, down, boom, down. Boom, boom, down, boom, down, down. Unless I just cut it and then add tape on it. Huh. Oh no. Cut it, then add tape. I think I'm gonna do that because I'm not skilled enough. I think I'm gonna do what you do. Cut it and then add tape. Okay. Boom and boom, boom. Okay. Boom, down, boom, no, boom, I'm just gonna use black tape because I think that looks the coolest. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Let me break it in like this. There we go. Now let's add some tape to reinforce it. Because this is a very good job because I'm a newbie. No, it's good. Can't wait to see this thing fly. I'm reinforcing it. I don't want it to break. Oh! Awesome! That's your dad? He did say that he loves flying RC planes with you. And I think you're really lucky to have a dad like that. Okay. Okay, the ailerons work. I mean, not the ailerons. Boom, boom, boom. Let me just cut it up. That makes sense. I mean, well, it's always harder to fly when you don't have as much experience. Bum, bum, dum, dum. Bum, bum. Okay. Okay, this would be the last piece of tape. Oh, you don't want give me some twisting towards. Skin this band down. So make sure I crease. Okay. Okay. Okay, these ones are a little sketch. So I'm gonna add some extra tape. Good thing I have some white tape. So you see the plane progress so far totally. This is how we're looking. And then this is the plane. This is the wing. Okay.
Them detented one time. We'll lay this right above the facing paper. Then we'll cut our bevel.
How does he do that so smoothly?
It's really important whenever we cut a bevel for our hinges that we make sure a little bit of, if you feel any resistance, go back one more time with your razor blade and get it closer to the facing paper. You can also use sandpaper in this step to be able to see. We'll do the same process now on the rudder, except this time our single bevel is going to be on the rudder side, on this side right here.
Okay, let's go on rudder. Where did the rudder go? This. You need to like fold. This is the whole rudder folds. Okay. Okay. Dun. Okay. So we can turn. Not good at this, but it's okay. Just need it to be above. Okay. Decent job. Not good. Not good at all. Okay. I'm not trying to accidentally cut this. we go. We're moving. It's not the best in the world, but at least we got to move the right way. Oh, that center part isn't even supposed to... But the center part's supposed to pop off. Oh my gosh, bro. Had me stressing over that. Do 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 do. Do.
And again, we're gonna check for just free motion, making sure there's no binding whatsoever. Now these bevel cuts are very good to give us the ability to move it, but for longevity and durability, we're gonna go ahead and reinforce this with a thin layer of hot glue. The way that we're gonna do this is we're gonna have a little tiny piece of our scrap foam. We're gonna take our hot glue gun, and right where the paper and the foam meet on both sides, we're gonna put a very, very thin ribbon of glue. Now we don't want to leave this on just as it is, so we're going to come right across. We're going to take our scrap piece of foam and wipe off any excess and thin everything out. Our goal is to leave no excess foam, but to push all the remaining hot glue into the foam and the paper below. An easy way to remove any kind of tackiness is moisten the tip of your finger and wipe it right on the very top of your hinge line. This will keep it from binding and let it flow nice and free. And once again, we check for freedom of motion. We're going to place the very tip of our nozzle right down between the paper and the foam. And then come right back with our hot glue, squeegee, and squeegee off any remaining.
Taxes is chasing updates. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert, doing it all for you, so you can chase this feeling. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax.
Okay, let's fix this with a piece of glue. I don't know why I'm stressing.
Do you want to work on cars? Get hands-on training at Universal Technical Institute with tools, tech, and instructors who've been there. Apply today. Hands-on training for real careers. Visit uti.edu.
It's always helpful to keep that extra scraps of foam board handy for squeegees, for practicing, or even for making extra parts. Now that we have our hinges established, I'm just going to break the little tab on the very bottom here and fold this over 180 degrees. With our hinge line facing down, we're going to slide this in and rotate it 90 degrees. Our rudder should tab right into our elevator, and we want to make sure that it stays at 90 degrees, so we'll keep our little triangle square handy to make sure it does so. Once we stays at 90 degrees. Our rudder should tab right into our elevator, and we want to make sure that it stays at 90 degrees, so we'll keep our little triangle square handy to make sure it does so.
Okay, let's focus on this side. Maybe I get this side done. Totally possible. Take this side off. Allow freedom of movement. Woo! I sense we're close to putting in all the gears and stuff. I do have the battery charging, and I'm pretty sure it's fully charged. Probably. Now, we are an hour and 20 minutes, so... Awesome, let's see. Yep, freedom of movement, baby!
Once we've done our practice fit, I'm just going to lift this up a little bit. Place a bead of glue between those two notches. We're handy to make sure it does so. Once we've done our practice fit, I'm just going to lift this up a little bit. Place a bead of glue between those two notches.
Wait, what is this going to fit at?
Our rudder should tab right into our elevator, and we want to make sure that it stays at 90 degrees, so we'll keep our little triangle square handy to make sure it does so. Once we've done our practice fit, I'm just going to lift this up a little bit. Place a bead of glue between those two notches.
Let's do our practice fit. This is going decent so far. Oh shoot, that's hot glue. Okay, well, let's wait for that to dry. Then I'll pull it off my desk. ASMR. Ooh, supercalifragilistic with the cake. Delicious. Sound of it is something quite atrocious. Take your breath before you speak in case it's halitosis. Supercalifragilistic.
And then press it down into place. Again, you can use a scrap piece of foam
What's
if
up,
you
Slay
need to
friends?
wipe off any extra foam that you may have on either side. And what I like to do is come back with a triangle and hold it in place until the glue is fully dry. Now we're going to place a little drop of glue right where this bottom notch is. We'll fold this over and line it up. Remove any extra glue that you may have with a piece of scrap foam. Now that we have our tail assembly,
Yeah, I do. You probably can't hear them. Okay. Okay. Got that glue situated. Let's let this dry. This is definitely an experience. Oh. Okay. Now we need to glue this into place. At least I think so. I hope I'm doing this right. Yep. Okay. Okay. I don't know about freedom of movement anymore, but hopefully see a duck. It's very scary because it doesn't seem stable, but I guess. Let's put a glue here. Stabilize. Can I hold this so I can try real quick?
glued together. Let's go ahead and do a practice fit into the fuselage. Easiest way to do this is I like to kind of start the rudder and rock it forward. You're going to see two main notches for the tail. We're going to just simply press that down in. You're going to see two main notches for the tail. We're going to just simply press that down in. And press the center notch in. Make sure when you're doing this test fit that the bottom of the elevator sits flush against the top of the fuselage. Also, check with your triangle gauge to make sure that your horizontal stabilizer is 90 degrees to the fuselage sides. Once we're happy with the fit, we can lift this up carefully. We're going to put a thin bead of glue on both horizontals on the top of the fuselage. And I like to put a thin bead of glue right where the rudder is going to go. Pass that through carefully. And we'll press that right down into place.
Oh, wait, what?
I like to give this a couple seconds here. We're just going to take our triangle gauge, make sure that it's 90 degrees, and then we'll hold it in place for about 30 seconds to a minute. Now that our main fuselage section is done, we're ready to move on to our next step, which is installing our control horns, push rods, and servos.
Okay. Let's make sure this is stable. Adding some glue. Awesome. I hope the servos is the fun part, bro. I see duck in the mid background on the boxes. Really? I don't see no duck. Well, I'm not even looking, so that's my answer. So I guess there's gonna be okay. This one. Oh shoot, this needs to come down more. What was that? Okay. Glue this on. Okay. Yeah? Coming! Okay, I gotta go, guys. We'll be right back. Okay, I see the duck now. Sweatshirt? I don't want to eat. Okay, I kind of want to get this finished before nighttime.
Before we start with our control horns and push rods, we're going to go ahead and first get our servos out of our Power Pack A. We're going to center them and also select the right servo arm.
When your auto insurance
Okay, so we
coverage
finished the
is
builds.
too big or too small, it feels, well, you know. That's why USAA has options that fit your needs so you can get your coverage.
If you're new to Flight Test, we have different Power Pack sizes. Power Pack A, Power Pack F, Power Pack B, Power Pack C. Electronics are specifically spec extension, battery, here in the box.
Okay, I have
One of the
those.
great things about our new Power Packs is we have a brand new style linkage stopper that's even easier to install. For this application, I'm going to show you how to do Z-bends because we get to install the servo exactly where it needs to be, and you guys can save these for later builds. A lot of times when people are building, especially their very first model, they think more control is going to be better for them. More control oftentimes leads to a very squirrely airplane, so picking out the right servo arm for your application is really important. In this case here, we're actually going to use these small little servo arms that you see right here. You're also going to notice here's some extra hardware. You can choose to save this, but the two main screws that we want are going to be the smallest and the shortest stubby screws that you see here.
Okay.
These extra hardware we can move to the side and you can always save. The shortest stubby screws that you
The shortest stubby screws. Let me see. Let's pump out everything. This is the two servos are gonna be the.
see here. These extra hard. You're also going to notice here some extra hardware. You can choose to save this, but the two main screws that we want are going to be the smallest and the shortest stubby screws that you see here. These extra hardware we can move to the side, and you can always save that later for another application.
Yep, we will.
Now we don't need the 4 arms on these servo arms, so we're going to take our razor blade, we're going to flip this over, and because all the arms are equal distance here, we're just going to cut off 3 of them. 1, 2,
I guess.
and 3.
Okay, we're only gonna do that for one right now. We'll do the other one later. When we get to that part, because I don't want to just be. What the? How did bro cut these off? Okay. Two. And 3. This is this last one. Okay. I'm gonna do that for one right now.
First thing we're going to do is we're going to press down our servo arms so facing away from each other at close to 90 degrees.
What? Okay. That's cool. I guess we do need to open a second one. Do that one now. We are on to servos. The thing that I think it might be the hardest, so. Hey, man. Whatever the boss says. Whatever the boss says. I know I only need the tiny one. Let me cut that one. And the short and stubby screw. There. What does the short and stubby screw look like? I see this. Okay. Okay. We got the short and stubby screw. Okay, we got the short and stubby screw. Now I need to cut off the... I need 3 pegs of the servo. Okay, that one just isn't coming off. What? Where the heck did it go? Oh, that was a close one. It came into my... Okay. Now one more part of the servo. Where the heck did it go? Did the servo go? Did the piece of the servo go? Oh, there it is. You might have to center the servo horns when you power it on. Okay. I wish I knew what that meant, but we'll figure out along the way. Okay. So.
Now we're going to go ahead and use our screwdriver and put our stubby little servo arm screw in. In our Crafty kit, we actually give you a multi-tool that has your 1.5, your 2mm hex, 2.5, and even the proper Phillips head. We also have on our older power packs screwdrivers like what you see here.
Yeah, I need
You
to.
can see as
I do have a tiny screwdriver. I just don't think there's a tiny screwdriver in the box that I was given. I'm checking. Yes, there isn't. Okay. Okay, I got this one. Oh no, I'm fried. Uh-oh. Yeah?
I already told you to come and eat.
Don't want dinner. I don't want dinner.
There you go, Mia.
I don't want to eat, so. You do not have a tiny screwdriver. I have a flathead, but I don't think it's going to work.
screw this down, I'm slightly moving this back and forth. And that's okay, because we'll use a servo centering tool to...
Okay, he says we'll use this one too. I thought that one would work. Man, I need a mini screwdriver. I thought this. I guess this screwdriver will just have to do. Okay. The screw fell. What was it? What was it? Okay. I'm so lucky I got the first one in correctly the first time. I think we got the second one in. Awesome. I have dealt with servos and stuff before. Just something I've done after building. I built robots before with servos. Okay, it's tight because it. Okay.
Help us center it back up.
I had to pop into Sprouts to sneak in some of our favorite snacks. Grain-free crackers, carrots, celery, both organic, and...
Oh, roasted chicken!
When you gotta have it.
Okay.
So included in our crafty kit, and you can also get this separately, is something called a servo centering tool. Servo centering tools do exactly what they sound like. You can cycle a servo, you can actually move it around, or you can center it. To power this, you can either use your ESC plugged into the little in port, where you have signal, plus, and minus. Plus is positive, minus is your ground. You can also do this off of your battery by simply going to your balance lead, lining the one red wire up with the plus.
Oh, I don't even think I have
pressing
that.
it in, and you're going to give this approximately 1 cell of battery voltage, which will be plenty to power your servos. Another really cool way to do this, if you don't want to plug it into your balance lead, is by simply taking one of our little easy batteries that you see here, lining up the positive and negative,
Oof, I
the
don't
pin
know.
spacing
I
is
don't
perfect.
think I have that.
There's a little button here on this lower corner, and you can see that we can go from manual to neutral to auto. Auto will cycle it back and forth. Manual, you can turn it. Neutral is exactly what it is. It's neutral. Let's go ahead and plug these in real quick. I'm going to go and do both of them. And again, I'm lining up my negative with my ground.
So what happens
My
if they
positive is in the
aren't?
middle, and
Because
the yellow or the white wire will be signal. And you can see both of these are now centered, but I
I
can
don't
now
have
go
a
to
tool
auto,
to do that.
and I can test them to make sure they're working properly. And I can also go to manual and move them around. We're gonna click it one more time. We're gonna go to neutral, and you can actually see one of my servos are off a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix that right now. The importance of doing this beforehand is because if you went ahead and neutraled this out and you didn't check it and it was off, when you glue everything in together and then you power in your receiver, suddenly your controls are going to go one way or the other, and you're going to have to trim that out. And sometimes if it's extreme enough, you won't be able to do so easily. There we go. We're going to go ahead and keep this handy here. I'm going to unplug this now, and if at any time we end up bumping our servos, we can always go back, recenter them, and continue on. Now that we have our servos centered, we're going to put our attention towards our push rods and control horns.
Okay, wait. This one's good. This one should need freely. This one isn't right. Damn it. Why do I send her a servo? Uh-oh. We might be freaked. I don't have one of those because I've never done this before. Wait. This might be okay.
In our hardware pack, you're going to see that we have two 16-inch push rods. We're going to go ahead and pop those out now.
Yeah, we'll just
And we also have at the very bottom a couple control horns. Now we only need two, one for the elevator, one for the rudder. We're first going to put our attention towards the rudder, and you're going to notice that there's a little tiny cutout right here on the rudder that will give the ability for it to move back and forth. We don't want this to have any binding, so we're going to go ahead and take our push rod, we're going to slide it through the slot.
Nope, this is gonna go sideways. These servos. Okay, this one definitely goes on the left. This right one is like out of. I need to like loosen it. I'm just gonna leave it. Whatever.
I'm going to go back and forth a couple times and open it up. We can now take our control horn that's going to glue to the rudder. We can slide it into place.
It's going good, but he told me to like match the servos and stuff, and I don't think I did this one right because it goes like up really far, like it goes all the way down, and then when going to the right, which is one's for, it only goes up to here. But this one can do like a full. This one could do like a full thing to the left. So I think this one's okay. But this one isn't, but I don't know how to fix it because I can't unscrew it. It only goes up to here. So I don't know if I should find a way to unscrew it or like if that's okay. Yeah, that's like the only problem I have. I'm not eating today. I'll do it at night. I'll do the extras at night. Mom! God! Have to go. I'll finish this later though.